Peter with the Specialist again out here in Tucson, Arizona. We just finished up this pretty cool project. It's a 1951 Chevrolet 3100 pickup truck. We've done a lot of modifications to this. We've had it in our shop for a pretty good amount of time now. And we're gonna go over everything we did. As you can see, the truck is very, very low. It's totally slammed on the ground. To get it that way, we did a full air suspension system from airbagit.com. Joy really helped us out with this setup. It does have an S10 frame, so it took a little bit of back and forth determining the best way to get this thing on the ground. But as you can see, it came out pretty cool. So he can actually just flip a switch and air the whole truck up, or air it down, or just get a nice ride height with this adjustable suspension. We did some window tint on here from Formula One. We didn't want to go too dark because we want to be able to see on the inside. We did all the windows actually in the same shade. So it gives it a really cool look, but still keeps the heat out of the inside and gives him a little bit of shading when he's driving in the hot summers here in Arizona. Back here in the bed, we actually did a custom bed cover that we made from scratch. We did order the wood slats and the pieces in the center, and then we refinished everything. We gave it kind of a weathered look, stained these wood panels, and then we had the strips in the middle actually powder coated, and then we had all the screws powder coated as well to match. We started this off by making a steel frame that goes all the way around the inside of the bed, and then we added some gas shocks and some custom hinges. So this will actually lift up. It has its own gas shocks, and it's all finished off on the bottom side as well, so that it looks really nice top and bottom. In the bed area here, you can see some of the suspension work we did. We did a 4-link suspension with some upper bracing bars because this is a high horsepower setup. We added a new cross member, new rear shocks, and then of course we have the airbags in the rear. You can see here we have some of the parts from airbagit.com. We have the 2 compressors. We have a stainless steel seamless air tank, which is really cool. And then up in the front, we have the manifold block, which controls all of the up and down features of the airbags. We have the Optima battery relocated in the front of the bed there. That way it's not under the hood. And then we also relocated the fuel filler. When the truck came in, it used to be coming through the top of the bed, so you'd have to reach over. And we actually relocated it to the side right here, which is pretty cool. And we had that powder coated to match, and it came out really nice. We added a couple ammo boxes here. We actually welded these together so that he has just one storage compartment in the middle, maybe for some straps or you know, something simple just to carry around. So that's kind of it for back here. And we added these marine slam latches. They're stainless steel, so you can just slam it down and it'll stay locked in place, which is pretty neat. Under the hood, we actually contacted our friends over at Eden Customs here in Tucson. They did a full tune on it. They changed the throttle body and they added a catch can system. The motor in this truck is an LS3 out of a Pontiac G8. And when it came to us, it really wasn't running right. It had never been tuned and there was some other issues. So the guys over at Eden Customs really helped us out, got it running really good, and big thanks to them. So they actually installed a new throttle body for us. They installed a catch can system and tried to keep it all looking similar to what was already going on under here with the stainless steel and things like that. And then they went through and they tuned everything and made it run really good. That's pretty much it under here. Everything else was kind of the way it was when it showed up. The conversion was already done. It just needed a little fine tuning and a little bit of love there. So as you can see, this has a full patina paint job. We had Clifford over at Clifford's Customs. He actually went through and fine-tuned some of the patina for us to make it look a little bit more realistic. And then there was actually a couple spots where the rust had actually damaged the original patina paint job, so he went through and fixed some of that and helped us out. If you want to come on the inside, I'll show you some of the work we did in here. So inside is where a lot of the work happened. So when this truck came to us, it really had nothing in here. It had a seat with a blanket over it, and there was really no interior. So we basically started completely over. We did a full custom carpet kit that Shaun Fear, our master upholstery tech, actually did for us. This is in a European style where we actually put leather around all the edges of the carpet, which gives it a really cool custom look. He did custom floor mats. Our master fabricator, Duspiwa, built all of these interior panels, the kick panels, the lower dash panel, the door panels. All of that was done in-house. And then our upholstery tech wrapped everything in leather. And this is all Apex leather, and it looks really good. It has a distressed, weathered look to it, but it's brand new and really, really nice. It fits this truck very well. Shaun also did this custom seat. He added the teal stitching in here just to kind of keep the teal and the brown theme going. We put some cup holders in here. We had these powder coated to match, and it all came out really nice. The audio system in here is all Rockford Fosgate, and it's got a lot of really cool stuff. We started off with a Rockford Fosgate head unit, and we didn't really want to put it in the dash and take up any space, and we didn't want to change this original look, so we actually built this overhead console. This overhead console sits recessed in the headliner, which was also custom made. This is actually Alcantara, and the control for the head unit is right here up on the roof, so that we didn't take up any space and get rid of that original look. It's a little bit of a reach to get to these knobs and switches, so we actually took the head unit apart and we added an additional volume control and an additional subwoofer control right to the dash here. So this is actually the master volume, and this is the master subwoofer level. So you can either just reach up and use these to control the head unit, or you can reach up here, whatever you prefer. So it's a really cool setup. In the kick panels down here, we actually did two 6.5-inch Power Series speakers and two of their 1-inch tweeters behind these custom grills. Those are powder coated, wrapped in leather to match. Under the seat is where all the amplifiers are. There's actually a 1500 watt amplifier for the subwoofers, and then there's a 800 watt amplifier for the front speakers. Behind the seat, which I wish I could show you, but this seat does not tilt, is actually 6 8-inch subwoofers in a vented enclosure. And it gives him a ton of bass, and this system actually sounds really amazing. Under the carpet and behind all the panels, we added sound damping so that we can keep the road noise to a minimum and have the system sound as good as possible. Right here in the center of this panel that we made, these are all the airbag switch controls, and we went with an older style marine switch so that it wouldn't look so modern. These are something that a lot of boaters use in their applications. We thought it looked kind of neat. So we have multiple switches that operate the ride control. We have a gauge here that tells us all of the pressures for the tank and the airbags. And then we added a Rockford Fosgate USB charging port for a phone. You can plug it in and then put your phone right here in this little pocket. And then there's a matching one on this side for the driver. So he can put his phone here and then actually connect right into the USB for audio and charging purposes. As you can see down here, we made a custom console here just to kind of cover the transmission hump and allow us to trim all this out. We did a new shift boot right here and made it all match, and it looks really, really nice. It came out really good. On the door panels, you can see we did a custom armrest, and that's all hand stitched, and in the same theme, the brown and teal theme. And this is something that we haven't really done before, but it came out really cool. All these trim panels are normally painted, and we wanted to give it more of a comfy feel in here, if you will. And so we actually wrapped all these in leather, and it came out really nice. The windshield trim is wrapped in leather. The window trim on the doors are wrapped in leather, and then the roof trims are all wrapped in leather. And it just gives it a really warm feel in here when you're driving, nice and comfy, versus all the metal and the painted parts and things like that. Yeah, so that's about it. And let us know if you have any questions on the vehicle, on this build. If you're looking to have something done, give any of our stores a call in Tucson. We also have one down in Sierra Vista for any window film, paint protection, custom car audio, accessories. we can definitely help you out. And thanks for watching our video. My name's Peter. We'll see you on the next one.